Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Brookline Warrior 123. No, I haven't made a video in quite a long time, and my last one was a baseball glove review. Since then, I've picked up a few new gloves. I sold my A2K. It was time for that one to go. Gave it to a buddy of mine who's playing on our varsity squad. Picked up a Pro Preferred First Baseman's with 13-inch, the two-tone gray, the two-tone tan. For $310. I bought that one with one of my paychecks. And then my newest addition to my Pure Sexiness collection just came in the mail today. I was supposed to use it in practice today, but practice got canceled for my team. It's been raining here a lot, and so the fields are wet. And so, yeah. And I haven't gotten to play catch with it yet since I just got it out of the mail. But basically, this is it. This is a Mizuno Gold Series Global Elite. I'm just going to unwrap it for you guys. And basically what you're seeing here right now, hold on, let me just tighten this. Basically what you're seeing right here now is I also play hockey, so I have a lot of skate laces around. So I took some skate laces and I took a softball in because it was in a very deep pocket and I didn't like the way it was forming. You'll see right here, the laces right here are really loose. Because when I get a glove, I'll take these 4 fingers and I'll stretch them because I play third base. And it also allows me to get a little bit deeper of a pocket since I have pretty weird sized hands. And basically all I did was I took that skate lace and wrapped it around the glove so that the ball would sit inside. You see how it's kind of circular right now. It's already a lot more, you can see it's pretty broken in. This is after 20 minutes or so of being wrapped with this ball. Not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to flare the glove out this way or if I'm just going to leave it like this and make this one of my very few 5-fingered gloves. And what I mean by a 5-fingered glove is 1 finger in each hole. Usually what I'll do is I'll do 2 in the pinky, so I'll take these 2 fingers and I'll put them together and they'll go inside the pinky slot. So usually on my gloves, this pinky hole right here will be really loose. There won't be much on there, if anything. But this, just the way that it feels better with a finger in each pocket, with a finger in each hole. And I don't know, it's a really nice glove. It's handcrafted, of course, Japan. It's American steer hide, shipped to Japan. It's officially the Global Elite LV Series. You see Mizuno right there, and then right here is your model number, which is GGE 50V, and the size right there is 11.75, so it's 11 3/4 inches. All the stitching is gold except for the new emblem that Mizuno came out with, or not new emblem, a new emblem style. Usually, if you go to Japan, which I have spent a lot of time in terms of baseball, all of this right here is stitched. All of the gold here, all the black, it's stitched just like this. Alright, it's all completely threaded. But on the new ones, this is actually a hard plastic, gold metallic, hard plastic. So that emblem lasts longer, so you know. So when you're looking on the field and that emblem's not missing, you know you're looking at it and you say, oh, that's a Mizuno. I did choose the iWeb, 11.75 iWeb. I am a third baseman, yes. One of my first gloves that I used as a third baseman was an H-Web, the original black and gray super skin David Wright 5 or DW5 that Wilson had an A2000 super skin in gray web. Loved that thing, played with it for 4 years, ended up selling it to a buddy who lost it. Not too mad about that. Wasn't in my possession, his responsibility, his loss of a glove, not mine. Also, I'm going to be playing summer ball with a kid that I lent a glove to, a Rawlings Heart of the Hide, or a Pro Preferred two-tone, 11, I think also 11.75 or 11 and 11.5, 11.50 iWeb. So hopefully I'll be getting that one back soon. So yeah, but the only reason I don't have my first baseman's glove with me right now is because it's in my locker at school. Practice was canceled, didn't need to go to my locker, and we have a game tomorrow. So, on that note, if I am starting, depending on how loose my glove is by tomorrow, this will be one of my quickest game-ready gloves, which will be just under 2 days. I do play baseball. I just use a softball because they're a little lighter. There's a little bit of a bigger area. to create a nice pocket in there and hopefully round the glove out a little bit more. First impressions, this is one of my first Mizuno infielder's gloves. I had a custom made one a while back. Red, white, and blue. Love that thing. Some kid on one of my teams stole it. 2 years later, it pops up in the north end. I'm like, hey, dude, that's my glove. And at the time, I had a Nakona that was given to me by the teammate that I gave the 11.5 Heart of the Hide to. Pro Preferred to. And so that's what I had been using. It was heavy. I didn't like it. I had my A2K, so I used that most of the time. Love that glove. Have it back now. I'm actually letting a friend use it as an outfielder's glove because he hasn't been able to pick up his, which is shipping in from Japan. He's a big he's Japanese kid, and so he just orders all the stuff. He has family back home order all of his stuff for him just because he thinks the sorry about that, my screen went black. Just because he thinks the quality of the leather or the quality of the product from Japan itself is a lot better than in the States. I don't disagree with him necessarily. I do think that the quality of gloves in the States could get better. This one is one of the Mizuno ones that they ship to the States and they prep it here. Just because the leather would get stiff over time and you'd have to reform it. So when I got it, it was about here, as you can see. And now it's basically almost closed. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because when I do the 2 in the pinky, you'll see that my finger is on the Mizuno emblem right here versus up here on that welt. It does give it a little more of a close. I'm probably not going to do finger out. Probably rock it like this. Or I'll go 5 finger and have my index finger out here as to not ruin it and still be able to catch balls in the palm pretty firmly. I did choose the iWeb for good reasons though. I had loved my A2K 1175 DP15, loved it to death. Palm got a little weak on me. One of my friends loved the hell out of the glove. He was like, dude, I need a glove. I don't have one. You think I could buy yours? I was like, I'll think about it. I have to talk to my parents because that was a birthday present from them. This was given to me by my grandmother. Shout outs to my grandmother. She's an amazing woman. Her 87th birthday was last weekend, so happy birthday, Grandma. I love you and best of health. But she bought this glove for me, and I was a little confused about why. And she heard that my mom was talking to me one day about my glove. And my grandmother's from Florida, so they were on the phone. They were like talking about me getting a new glove or looking to get a new glove. And my grandmother, being the nicest, kindest woman that she is, went out and bought this glove for me. My mom knew I'd been talking about it for a while. I had showed her pictures of it. And then one day, the day I went to Florida for her birthday, she goes, "Oh, Will, you'll be getting a baseball glove at the house soon." And I was ecstatic. And for all the right reasons. I mean, it's a great glove. I love the blonde with the kind of chief tan stitching. Gold emblems, being that it's the Global Elite Gold Series. Nice fur here. Very plush, very soft. One thing I love about Mizuno gloves is the palm piece. In here you'll see it stitched. Not a lot of companies put the same thread on the outside of the glove. Like... Oh, and also the Mizuno emblem on the web is different now. Wow. A lot of improvements to Mizuno gloves. But this gold, this fabric, this stitching is made very tight so as to be able to take a good beating from all the dirt and ground balls and whatnot and getting slid into. And a lot of companies will either emboss or burn the brand like this, like you see the Global Elite here, which is laser etched, or like you'll see Rawlings Gloves has the Heart of the Hide and logos in the palm, and they're pressed into the palm using like a branding iron. They stitch the Global Elite into the palm. It's a very soft palm leather. I like a thicker palm, but being that it's a new glove, I know that it'll stiffen up over time. Hopefully it'll form to my hand well. Again, the reason I chose the iWeb, loved it on the A2K. The A2K is a very unique glove though. and I love Wilson for this, is these 3 stitches right here. These 3 laces, 1, 2, 3, the 3 X's. On a Wilson glove, the middle one isn't here. These 2, the outside and the inside, are doubled up. I love that about the Wilson gloves, because when you're fielding that ball out of the corner of your eye and you have to go down and pick that ball and you're reaching out to the side and you're also trying to track the runner, if you're here looking, if you guys are where home plate is and I'm looking and there's a ball down the line, right? So I'm looking this way, I have to reach this way, track the runner at the same time from my peripheral vision, and still be able to see whether or not I'm going to be able to make that play by getting the ball. And since this isn't here, there's a lot of space on the Wilsons. Since this middle X isn't here, there's a lot of space where you can see the white of the ball sitting in the web and say, hey, you know what, I got it. Pull it out and make a strong throw to first. I don't think they should change it. It's worked for them successfully. I've had a few of their gloves, iWeb gloves. One of my friends who I sold the A2K to has a Nakona glove in terms of like the 5 fingers, and it had a basket web. It was 11.75, and he had a really, really old, one of the like 1990s, I think 1995, 11.5 iWebs, 11.75 iWebs from his Mizuno, and he strung it into the holes of that glove. And I loved it. I used it my freshman year. Now I'm a sophomore. I used it my freshman year a lot. It was really fun, and it was an interesting experience. To wrap up this video, very soft leather, great quality, came right out of the box fresh. There are no imperfections. Mizuno uses great selections of leather. Their stitching is somewhat loose. Or not stitching, their lacing. Their knots come loose, so if you're getting a Mizuno glove, don't be scared. It's not going to change the structural integrity, but before you take that first line drive, you might want to go through and tighten down your laces, make sure everything's okay, make sure nothing's falling off. I got this from justballgloves.com. Great website, great service. They know their prices. I know how much a glove would go for pretty much off the spot, so when I look for a glove online, I don't go to anywhere that's overpriced unless it's like $10 overpriced. And even then, that's not that much. But basically, to break it in this glove using a softball, some laces from my skates from hockey. I'm going to be putting it under my bed, most likely. And, of course, the all-famous glove mallet. The palm is already soft, but it's good to roll your glove over, sit on something soft and roll your glove, roll your glove, roll your glove, and you hit those break points. And that's why I usually get my gloves broken in so quickly. So it'll be good to find out and see how the glove turns out. Just Ball Gloves also sent me Mizuno gloves come with the Global Elite Mizuno bag. All the stitching is the same stitching, same fabric on the glove. Very well ventilated, 2 drawstrings. And I guess that's it for now, YouTube. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later, and catch you on the flip.